The headlines that the president has been making since around this time yesterday. What do you make of that? What do you think needs to happen on immigration reform? And is this rhetoric going to get in the way?
Honestly, I've been focused on two things. Number one, my meeting with the president is related to prison reform. Then since then, I've been focused on what we're doing as it relates to transitioning Medicaid requirements for the first time in America. I've not focused on what his commentary has been on that front. As it relates to immigration reform, we need to
I guess you're not watching CNN then.
I have not. I don't spend much of my time watching CNN.
Good answer. But that said, I'll fill you in that everybody's up in arms about this, and they're concerned that he said some racist things by suggesting that we would be better off having immigrants from countries like Norway as opposed to, say, Haiti or other places in Africa. Do you interpret that as a racist comment, or do you think he was really perhaps just commenting on the fact that per capita GDP in some countries is a whole lot higher and you have a more educated population than in other countries?
Without professing to be an expert on all that has been said, or certainly can't speak for what somebody meant, here's what I know. So many are quick to decry as anything they don't agree with a comment to be racist. If everything is racist, we diminish the reality that racism truly exists. And I find it offensive, as a father of black children and a father of white children, that people are so quick to be dismissive of certain things and to categorize them as racist. I happen to have children that were born both in this country and outside of this country. And the fact of the matter is, America is a nation of immigrants, and people know that. And getting hung up on any vernacular, appropriate, inappropriate, things that might have been said, word choices that might have been different. The reality is this: we as a nation have an obligation and a responsibility to look out for our people first. And by our people, I mean people who are citizens of the United States. And yet we are a nation of immigrants. And we have always been a nation that welcomed people in, the huddled masses and others beside. And nobody, including our president, to my knowledge, is saying that we should be anything other than that. But what he, and I think many others and myself would agree with, is that we've got to take care of those that are here first. A nation has a responsibility to protect its borders, to take care of its citizens, and that we get to dictate the rules by which people become citizens. And I think, as speaking as a governor, and as a taxpayer and a citizen, and as a father and as somebody who cares about this, I think we need to make it easier for people to come here legally and make it harder for them to come here illegally. It's not that complicated. I know that's what our president is fighting for, and I think people should focus on that and not allowing themselves to be whipped off into tizzies over some word choice, which is what I believe is the catalyst behind all this.
Well, you say that also very eloquently, sir, and you make a lot of sense. There's a reality here that we need to focus on as opposed to the circus distractions going on. Anyway, thank you, Governor. It's good to have you with us today.
Thank you so much.
All right, relations with the UK seemingly not okay. Trump canceling a trip to London, and the